Thank you, Herman's invitation. That's my first time, number 1, 2, 3, first time come to the Marketplace Market Conference. We met several times, right? Once a year. Good. Yeah. So today I want to share with you the operational excellence inspiration from China. But when we talk about this topic, I give you the content. It's a very abnormal, not like you traditionally think about operational excellence. I'm going to talk about new marketing perspective on the operational excellence, because marketing has Philip Kotler published the first book, Marketing Management, back to the 1967. From today, Professor Kotler just finished his 17th edition of the Marketing Management book. So in the past, over 50 years, marketing changed a lot. In the very beginning, in the first edition of marketing, it's only around 100, over 100 pages. They don't have a 4 Ps. The marketing, in the first book, the marketing is about promotion, about advertisement, about how you make a smart sales. But right now, marketing, the marketing book, we so-called Bible of modern marketing, it's have a 700 pages thick. Yeah. So there are a lot of things change in the marketing. Let's see, in the old paradigm, that marketing have a classic 4 Ps. I think everybody knows the 4 Ps. The product, then we have a price. Based on price, we need to have a good promotion strategy. Then we need a distribution channel. That's what we call the place. But right now, has the internet, has a data science, has a AI empowerment. We see marketing from 4 Ps. We come to the 7 Ts. Ts means the tactics. We have 7 tactics. We still have a product, but we put service. Has independent, very important factors. Then we put, the incentives, consumer incentives, channel distribution incentives has a very important strategic part of a good marketing management. So the 70s framework is a new paradigm in marketing. Yeah. Because the competition is going heat up. We need, marketing need to catch up what consumer changed. As Philip Kotler always said, the market is always changing faster than marketing. So the marketer, has us. We have to catch up much quicker. Yeah. So there are several important, phenomena we need to pay attention. The first, consumer is to get more and more technology equipped. The consumer, they have, in China, they have a 小红书. Like in US, in Indonesia, they have Instagram, right? They have Snapchat. They have WhatsApp. In China, they have a WeChat. All this, infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, help the consumer connect each other. They could get much better informed than before. Before that, the brand broadcast advertisement to teach, to give the consumer the product features, the benefit, the functionality. But right now, most of consumer knowledge about the product, about the brand, come from peer-to-peer, networks, come from a social networks. So that gives us a challenge. For example, we have a client, they are in China, they're selling EVs, electric vehicles, like a BYD, like a Great Wall, they sell EVs. In the past, the salesperson, the in-store experience is critical for make the sales conversion. But right now, when the consumer come to the store, when the salespeople talk to the, pitch to the consumer have a very details, much more information, knowledge, even better than salesperson. That's why? Because the consumer already do a lot of information search, do some, we call the influencer marketing, on the red little book. In Chinese, they call 小红书, like a IG in China, We call the influencer marketing. In Chinese, they call 种草. I don't know if in the Chinese, 种草 means you plant the grass, you plant the, the feeling, admire and, desire in their mind. Even before they come to the retail store, they get much, information about that. So the challenge is how we convey, the sales, the people in the store to buy the car. So that requires our marketing process have to take a holistic view on the consumer journeys, not only on the touch point, the single, spotted touch point. We have to take a holistic view on the customer journeys. That's where we so-called, 5A. The 5A framework is the first it comes from Mr. Herman and Philip Kotler's book called Marketing 4.0. Right now, the 5A customer journey, paradigm becomes a major, marketing, methodology in China. Like the ByteDance, the TikTok, all they use the 5A methodology to try to mapping up and match consumer buying journey to match up with their marketing journeys. So the consumer in the internet times, it become much better informed. Then our marketer have to catch up with that. There are several very interesting things about that. In China, everybody knows China that we have a strength on the supply chain management. In China, we produce everything, everything, anything if you imagine you could buy in China. So in China, we never lack any products with good, high quality, with very good functionality. You can buy anything. We don't lack any product with a very good functionality. But right now, what's really lack of, what the Chinese consumer really lack is what? You guess. They need a product with emotional value. Like I buy a cell phone. Not only I need a cell phone could take photo, the cell phone could make a very good call, the cell phone could a very reliable connection, even to a remote areas. That's a standard we call the point of parity. Any phone, any mobile phone could reach that kind of standard in China. So face the competition, how the brand differentiation itself from the competition, how consumer pick up the specific branded phone in such same quality level, how consumers makes the choice. The consumer makes the choice right now more and more on the emotional value that this brand phone could bring to them. For example, like, we work with Oppo. I believe Oppo CBO is here. Oppo is quite popular in Indonesia too, also very popular in China. Oppo phone not only deliver very high quality photo taking things, also they give a very good warming feelings about why you have to take very high good quality photo. What's the motivation? What's the purpose you want to take a good photo? Because you want to look good? That's only one reason. So when Oppo make advertisement, make the content about their phone, he will focus on what's the feeling of your mix phone? What's the purpose to make this, this photo taking? It's because you want to share your meaningful moment with your family. You want to earn the social currency in your friend circles. You take the phone and share in the WeChat friend circles. So that kind of emotional value that really make Oppo phone is totally different with other phones. So that's one thing, it's very important. Also, there are very popular, product called the Jellycat. I don't know if anybody buy the Jellycat. Labubu. Have anyone know Labubu? Yeah. So let me ask you, why you buy Labubu? Why you buy Jellycat? They don't have any use, right? You just put there and watch your Labubu. So in terms of functionality, this kind of product is very low functionality, but they're booming. They sell like a crazy. People queue up, 4 hours, 3 hours for the Labubu, for the Jellycat. Why? Because people looking for emotional benefit. People looking for very strong feeling connections. In a such affluent market, emotional values is actually a driver for that. The real challenge in China is that Chinese brand, Chinese manufacturer, they're very good at technology to make things look beautiful, to make a very strong, good design, very strong functionality. But they don't know how to make, this people feel, belongings, a sense of touching, we call the emotional values. So how make the emotional values could be, perceived by the consumers? We give a methodology we call the brand signature story. You need a story to tell the person what's your brand for, what your brand will deliver, beyond the functionality. We have quite a lot of case. Also, the second issue is that, in China, the internet is very popular. We have so many e-commerce platforms. Also, we have, in China, we call the Douyin. In Indonesia, I believe it's called the TikTok. Yeah. This kind of social network, short video, platforms, very sticky to the people. In China, in the first-tier cities, the young generation from 18 to 35, their average daily, spend hours on the TikTok is over 4 hours. It's unbelievable, right? 4 hours of some short videos. So all the content on the short video, on the social media, will dramatically, deeply influence the brand perceived value and also your values. So how you can better, use this value, short videos platforms to make strong connection with your brand, and how these platforms you could recognize the 5 different steps we call the 5A models. From A1 for the awareness, A2 is for the interest, A3 is for the engagement, A4 for the for the buying, take actions, and A5 for the loyalty. How you could use these journeys in the social platforms to increase your overall marketing, efficiency and effectiveness is a big question, a big challenge. We have quite a few, successful cases on that. The real problem is that how you take all these elements, the emotional values, the social platform 5A frameworks with your online and offline retail touch point. Because when we're talking about the people buying some things, they are not to think about we use this is our retail outlets, this is our e-com set, and this is our flagship store. Consumer never thinking that way. Consumers think whenever I need it, I can buy it at once with the same high quality experience. So these are 3 things: the emotional value, the customer journey, and the omni-channel integration, is a challenge and also the opportunity for increased marketing effectiveness and efficiency. Yeah. So the new marketing paradigm is still growing. I think it's a big trend in China is that the marketing is from a functional marketing. Right now it's become a holistic marketing. Put in more specific terms, that marketing is right now is becoming the growth. The many CMO in China. Many Chinese companies have CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. But right now they are changing their CMO, have a new title. What's that called? They call that a CGO, Chief Growth Officer. And some company even more straightforward. They call that Chief Revenue Officer. The marketing have to drive business outcome. The marketing have to be responsible for the growth, for the revenue. So from that point of view, marketing from a very vertical, functional. We have a marketing, we have a product marketing, we used to have a brand marketing, we have a PR, we have a sales management, very vertical, siloed, functional marketing. That causes a lot of internal conflict. The efficiency is very low. So the Chinese company transformed from functional marketing, become right now a holistic marketing, become a CGO. We call the end-to-end growth engine. That have to be responsible by the marketing. So we see that trend in Huawei. I believe everybody know Huawei. We see that trend in BYD, the marketing. So in order to take that kind of a transformation, we need three changes. One, we need the right organizational structure to support this kind of transformation. Secondly, we need a very solid information system to support information flow, collaboration, and the cross-functional communication internal the organization. So the IT system have to support that. In China, there are more and more company use we call the, in China they call the 中台. We call the middle platforms, the middle hub. This hub could connect all the upfront, frontier information, like from a retail store, the data from a retail store, the data from my e-commerce site, the data from my social shops, the data from my distributor, the data from my warehouse. All the data from all kinds of sources could integrate into their hub. We call the information hub. Then, we have an analytical engine could, analyze all the information to forecast, to better find the market, product market fit, and allocate the right, how many quantity of this product go into this, sales channel, and how many different, regions will have different quotas. So this, information hub and the centralized analytical AI will make this, transformation possible, And thirdly, we need very clear strategy from a CMO to CGO. Yeah. So I'm almost time's up. Okay. So let's quickly see the features. The features for the new marketing. We need the AI. We need the marketing automation. Also the personal marketing, the content marketing, influence marketing, and especially I just want to mention, if you are a B2C company in China, there are many people do the influencer marketing. We call the 种草 in the red little book. But for a lot of B2B company, we use that, not influencer marketing anymore. We call it thought leadership marketing. That's we need a deep content, educate your client, help your client set up the right reference frame for make better decision judgment. We call, the white paper, the thought leadership marketing. Yeah. Okay. That's already mentioned, the marketing, the CMO have to be the CGO and the marketing the future. Yeah. Okay, it's just, summary up what has said that, like Philip Kotler always said, within 5 years, if you are in the same business you are now, you are going to out of business. Right. So learning marketing maybe just take 1 year, but you practice your marketing. Let your marketing become your growth engine. It could be a lifetime, long game. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Mr. Tiger Cao, CEO of Kotler Marketing Group for the 10th ASEAN Marketing Summit. And now we will proceed to the next session, where we're going to have a panel session with the topic of entrepreneur success story, chaired by Professor Dato Dr. Muhammad Husin, Director of UKM SHAPE. To Professor Dato Dr. Muhammad Husin, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Selamat sore, ibu-ibu dan bapak-bapak. Ibu-ibu means ladies, bapak-bapak means gentlemen. My name is Dr. Muhammad Husin. I'm from National University of Malaysia. And today I will be a moderator for these sessions. Our topic today is on the entrepreneur success story. It is a good topic, I suppose, for us to share our experience in developing the business. Okay. We will be hearing from two expert speakers on this subject. First, let me introduce you to Madam Arlene Martinez. Please give a big clap to Madam Arlene Martinez, a founder and president of Asia Committee for Small Business, ACSB, and CEO of My Cartero. Thank you. My Cartero is a logistic and delivery company, is it? It's based in Indonesia?
Not yet. In the
In Philippines, all right, sorry. Second speaker would be Madam Friska Wirya. Friska Wirya, please give a big applause to Friska. CEO of Fresh by Friska. It's a consulting, I suppose Friska is from Indonesia? Yes. It's a consulting company, right? Yes. All right. Okay, that's good. Both of them will give us insight on this topic. Of course, there are many success stories of entrepreneurs in Indonesia and around the world. But someone told me, I'm not sure whether this is right or not, someone told me that male entrepreneurs like to hear successful stories, whereas women entrepreneurs, they are more responsive to failure stories. Is that right? No? Is it right? No, okay, never mind. Okay, so these two young ladies, they give me 5 questions each of you, and they give you only 10 minutes. So you may use AI to answer the question. Okay, let us begin with Arlene Martinez, founder and CEO of Marketero. Can you share your journey of transitioning from logistic professionals to an entrepreneur, and what inspired you to move to be an entrepreneur? Why you want to become an entrepreneur? You are shifting from something to somewhere else.
Yes, thank you very much, Professor. So he did say that we have been given only 10 minutes, so forgive me, I have to write my notes so that I don't get astray. So I have been fortunate to have been employed by one of the biggest transportation and logistics company. That was from TNT, and then I got to Singapore Post, and then Sweden Post. All right, my journey began really with a deep passion of really being able to find solutions from customer problems that I saw way back when I was with this multinational corporation, until finally finding a gap that is really very frustrating for both our customers and the businesses. So that was actually what triggered me when I created the first company that we set up in 2010 that was actually solving the biggest problem for the postal operators in Asia at the time, to find an alternative solution for the growing distribution of e-commerce. In 2010, I created Post 10, and it's a company based in Clark. And we featured, we helped other postal operators address their problems. On the other hand, in 2019, we then developed